Hello, welcome back to the Suffer City Training Center. My name is Jason here at Suffer City. We're getting into a lift session today, and we're going to begin with our movement prep. Just to put a little bit of attention onto how important and valuable our prep is, as well as to get some good demonstrations and descriptions into this very comprehensive movement prep today. We're going to be going through 4 different stations. Each station will have 2 movements, and I'll be demoing and describing in order of sequence, beginning with this kettlebell halo. Now we're working through the core, getting the shoulders fired up, and just getting the basic mobility of our body going with this kettlebell halo. I'm going to start with this kettlebell upside down, holding it kind of like the steering wheel of my car, and I'm going to make a hard right turn to where that kettlebell almost goes right side up, and I come all the way around. I'm going to be going all the way through. So I'm going to go 5 to my right side here, all the way to the right, and then 5 back to my left side. Getting both directions in 5 reps. Now my second round, I'll take this up to 7 on each side. Now as soon as I get done with that, 5 on each side, I'm going to go into a seated Russian twist. Now this is important. I'm not just going back and forth. How we go back and forth is absolutely important. I'm going to get a good grip on this kettlebell. Notice the horns are up here. I'm going to accelerate to this other side, gripping, pressurizing through that core, and launching this kettlebell back to the other side. Now the first round, I'm going to do 10 of these. The next round, I'll do 14, alternating back and forth. As soon as I'm done here, we're going to move on to our second station, which will involve our rec bag with some seated good mornings, as well as some Manus get-ups. Let's take a look at it. So I'm going to take my rec bag, put it right into my back, find a good place to take a seat. Now I'm going to take my feet kind of wide, allow my feet to grip into the ground here. Now I'm going to set my hips forward, leading with my chin and my heart going out as far as I can, all the way forward, then right back up to the top. Now I want to get as much range as I can here. If I can get my chin in between those kneecaps, that's great, but do your best. What you're going to feel, the back of your legs are going to be pulling aggressively, feeling some length happen at the lower and mid back. We're also going to be utilizing that low and mid back to stabilize as we come back up to this upright position. All right, I'm going to take 10 reps here in my first round. Second round, I'll have 14. As soon as I'm done with this, though, in my first round, I'm going to take 5 Mantis get-ups on each leg. Starting in my kneeling position, bring my right foot up and out, right on up. If I want an added bonus, I could take a hop if I'd like. Either way, I come back down to my right side, and I'll do 5 on each leg that first round, followed by 7 on each leg that second round. As soon as I'm done with this second station, I'm going to move on to my third station, which involves my barbell. I'm going to have a barbell thruster and then a seated Russian twist. Here's what it's going to look like. I'll get my barbell in position here. It's going to be on one side. I'm taking 5 reps on each side here. As I set my hips down and back, notice my hips go down and back. I charge into my core and accelerate up nice and high. Come right back down, right back up. And notice I'll give myself a little bit of a turn and twist into my active side to accelerate back up. Once I get 5 on one side, I go to my other. Again, notice I'll turn into that side as well and accelerate up to the top. Again, 5 each side my first round, 7 each side my second round. But once I do finish that first round of the barbell landmine thrusters, I'm going to go into some seated twist here. Notice I'll start with the barbell on one side, I'll lift and move back. Nice and smooth here, pressure through the core. I'm also pushing my butt down into that ground to really bring my core online as I go through 10 reps, alternating the first round. The second round will have 14 of those reps. Now, once we're done with our third station, we got 1 more to go. Let's take a look at it. So here we are at our 4th station. I've got my lateral hip distraction. What I've done is I've taken a heavy resistance band, tethered it to the back of a good, strong anchor source. And then I pull my band way up into my inner thigh here, getting pretty uncomfortable with this thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull perpendicular to my anchor point. So now this band is pulling my hip system out, back towards its anchor point. I've got to assume a good tall position here. I'm going to engage my left glute to bring more energy into my core and my glute system. My knee, I want it directly forward off my hip. So you don't want your foot to be out here. Bring it directly forward in line with your hip. Now, I'm making this look fairly simple. You're going to get under the tension of this band. It's going to want to pull your hips this way. So get nice and tall. And then the action that we're looking for here is my knee comes out and then comes right back in. We're taking a lot of reps here, anywhere from 10 to 12 reps on each leg that first round. Then we'll increase that rep count upwards of 15 per leg. And again, I'm just isolating this kneecap, keeping my rest of my body as still as possible. You're gonna wanna let yourself exhale and breathe here through each one of these reps. But once you do finish the prescribed amount of reps on each leg, then we're gonna go into our 90-90 hip rotations. So I'm gonna take a seat right here on my bum. I'll take my legs just about at a decent angle here, about 45 degrees off my body at each direction. And then I'm gonna plant my hands. I like to plant my hands here to get a little bit more support. Digging my heels into the ground, I'll let both knees touch the ground, and I'll go to the other side, back and forth. Now for an added challenge, you can bring your arms up off the ground. That'll bring a little bit more core into it, but make sure your knees are touching on each side. So for our first round, we'll go ahead and go back and forth 10 times. Second round, go back and forth 12 times in cooperation with our lateral hip distraction. So you're gonna go through each station 2 times on this movement prep. Give yourself anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes to do so. Very important for this lift class. And also every single movement prep sequence is absolutely important. So don't just breeze through these things, trying to just get them done. Take your time, feel your body, use your breath. They're gonna benefit you, not just in the training session you're about to get into, but also just through sustaining the life of this program, keeping your body healthy and whole throughout the entire duration of this program. All right, this is Jason here at Suffer City. Until next time, be great.